Guys, here we have the Quomzi F2 Tri-Screen Laptop Screen Extender, and you can see here the layout and all the different configurations you can have here. There's lots of different adjustments that can be made on here, but I want to flip this over before we unbox this because the diagrams here on the back side are extremely important, and they definitely give you some great visuals here. So we can have portrait and landscape mode here. You can see the configuration. We can do detached mode. We can do portrait display. Both sides here are vertical, or we could do landscape display where you can see down here we have our main laptop center, and then we have both of these on each side in landscape mode. So another thing worth looking at over here is our inbox accessories. You can see that we have our host, we have our USB-A to USB-C cable. We're going to have two of these, obviously, because there's two monitors. We have two USB-Cs, we have two HDMI to mini HDMI cables, and we also have a bag for this. So I'm going to flip this around. We're going to start unboxing it. I'll skip ahead for this portion, and then we're going to dive in and test this out. All right, so I've just taken out the actual device itself, but here we have a quick sort of setup guide here. It actually tells you all of the contents in here, shows you also just an overview of all the different ports, which we will dive into on the actual unit, and also installation here. So you can see, again, different configurations and how you would actually set this up. So really love the way that everything is set up here on like a quick user guide. But we also have the main user guide here, the main manual, if you will, which goes in depth on here. So you can see just a little bit more information here, larger photos. Great layout. I love the fact that everything is super straightforward. I hate when you get a big device like this and you get this little sort of card inside that just gives you a glimpse at what it offers and really doesn't give you any sort of information as to what you need to do with the setup process. This also has multiple languages, so very thorough, very good from this company. So we have all of our cables in here, and take a look at how neat and organized this is. A lot of times we see all these just kind of thrown in. Everything is just laid out beautifully here. So rather than taking everything apart right now, I'm just going to take it apart as I need it during the setup process here. So I'm going to just kind of set this aside. We're going to take a closer look at the actual monitors here. So first and foremost, the case here is extremely high quality. I can tell there's a great thickness to this, very durable, very soft, yet also offers durability and support here. So you can peel that back, and this is really high quality Velcro. A lot of times we see cheap stuff on these, so I like that. It keeps everything nice and secure in here. But we are going to go ahead and slide this out. Perfect fit in there. Now there's definitely some weight to this. This is definitely relatively chunky, but let's take a look here. All right, so you can see the base here, how everything's laid out, and notice the front here we have some non-skid strips as well as on the back side. So the idea of that is to keep your laptop from moving around on there. So I have my laptop right here. I'm going to just place it down, and actually it's a perfect fit for the layout right here. But if I had a larger laptop or smaller, I can fully adjust the base here, and I'm going to just demonstrate that for you guys. It is a strong connection. It's not flimsy or loose, so you do have to kind of grab it with both hands and maneuver it. So I'm going to just demonstrate that real quick. So you can see fully adjustable width-wise here. So if I had a larger laptop, just sit it down like that. So now you can see with my laptop, though, the way it is right now, I have an open spot here, open spot there. So all I have to do is just simply push both sides together, and I can line it up perfectly with my laptop. And there we go, perfect fit. Now the arms up here, fully adjustable. They go down, they go up, and they also pivot. So we can adjust the angle, we could adjust everything that we would ever want to adjust on there for both side monitors. So I'm going to go ahead and install the left and right monitor just so you guys can see exactly how everything connects on here. Now notice on the actual monitors that there are channels on the sides. So this is the channel on this side, and then up here we have the channels if we want to use this horizontal. So I'm going to just demonstrate both ways here with this particular setup. So that is our horizontal monitor. Now I'll put this one in vertical here. And you can see nice and safe and secure here. No risk of this falling out or anything like that. As long as you lock the channels into the actual frame here, there's just no risk. It's very safe and secure. And I'll open up my laptop here before I power it on and we actually demo this, just so you can see exactly how this looks. So this is obviously a vertical and a horizontal layout here, but we can go ahead and pick that up, drop it in that way, and we have both horizontal here. So we are going to make our connections, power this on, and test out exactly what this has to offer for us. All right, guys, you can see I have my laptop booted up right here, and I'm currently viewing 3 different websites at the exact same time. Now, these are 3 websites that I use on a daily basis. I'm constantly updating my YouTube channel over here, so I'm putting new videos out almost every day. Right here in the center, we have my Amazon storefront. So if I'm doing review videos, I usually will post them over here to the Amazon storefront as well. And then I have my website over here where it actually automatically pulls the video feeds from YouTube, but I do updates on there on a regular basis. So these are 3 websites, again, I use and work on daily. But typically what I have to do is I open up my web browser and I have 3 different tabs in there. I can only view one at a time. So I'm just constantly switching between tabs on one single web browser. So I can only view one thing at a time. With this setup, I can view all 3 at a time. So I can go over here and upload a video. I can go over here, upload the same video to a separate platform. Two tasks can be tracked and done at the same time. And then over here, I can go and I can check my email. I can update my website. I can watch Netflix if I wanted to while everything is uploading and updating. So it's just an incredibly convenient and efficient way to handle any of your online or just in general computer tasks. If you're in the medical field, you can use this for that. You can check medical records, hospital records, you can chart medical visits, you can do all of that stuff from one location, have full access and view of everything that you're doing. If you're in finance, you can come in here, you can check the stock market, you can check your online portfolios, you can compare stocks, you can do endless things with a setup like this. It just makes so many things simpler and more efficient. I'm incorporating this into my daily routine now, and I didn't realize how inefficient the way I was doing things actually was until I had this setup right here. And I'm finding now I'm able to do so much more in way less time thanks to this setup. So I'm a big fan of this. This doesn't necessarily line up with gaming 100%, which is typically what I cover here on the channel, but because I'm so blown away by this, I wanted to do this video and I wanted to just share my experience here, you know, just from a content creator's perspective. But again, this is something that can, you know, go with any sort of lifestyle, any sort of industry. No matter what you're doing online, you could definitely find a way to use something like this. And we also have the ability to take this with us on the go. Thanks to this high quality carrying case here, everything can be broken down. We have the storage inside of the base here. We actually have stands as well in the back sides of these monitors. So you could, you know, just stand them up separately. You can use one at a time if you wanted to. You can even use them with different devices. I could go ahead and connect my Nintendo Switch to this. I can go and connect a different PC to this one over here or that one over there. I can connect my phone over there. So if I'm working on a document that I have on my phone and I want to utilize my laptop as well, I can kind of pick and choose and combine different aspects of things into one singular setup here. So it's just endless possibilities, super efficient, highly recommended.